Grace. Welcome to the show here. This is all about your psychic destiny, and we get involved on this show with psychic readings, and that's live from you guys out there who've called in for a free reading with me. Just to tell you a little bit about me, you can probably tell from my accent here, I'm from the UK, just outside of London, and we've gone into yet another lockdown tier, just joy before Christmas, but I think we're all experiencing the same. So we're coming together now and bringing everyone together to sort of support each other, share in the end of 2020 and looking forward to 2021. So we've got Christmas in between and lots of celebrations from different backgrounds as well. So today, I want you to focus onto those areas in your life that bring in some consistency, and we all need to have a little bit of perseverance getting through this time and really pushing forward with our lives. Just to tell you again about my skills, what I do, I'm a natural psychic. I was born this way, and I use lots of different tools to help me in readings and to also let you see how I work, which is really quite interesting for you. And also I'd like to help people evolve their natural psychic abilities. We've all got a very strong intuition, and if you head over to my website, you can sign up for my psychic school, which tells you all about candle visualizations, how to open up your third eye, how to invite spirit into your room, and how to do lots of other things. And there's a great big focus now onto your love life. So head on over to gracedestiny.com, get signed up. You can have a free trial as well and have a look at some of my designer videos. These are done by me. I've been a natural professional psychic and medium for 35 years now. Long time. And I host TV shows in the UK as well as radio shows here, and do lots and lots of private readings. So give yourself a treat and have a reading with me. I would love you to join in some of those areas of your future and destiny that we can see in the crystal ball. And that's one of the tools that I use. I use lots and lots of different things, but this is one of them. And mostly it's relied on natural ability. So let me just show you, first of all, one of my crystals. This one here, I'm going to use for Gillian in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and she's ready for the next call. Gillian, hi, how are you? You're through to Eleanor, Grace. I'm looking at my crystal ball here on the show right now. So what's your question, Gillian?
Really, I guess my question would be, I'm struggling with, I guess, sticking around or walking away from somebody that I am, like, deeply, fully connected to.
Okay. It is tricky, isn't it, when you really don't quite know what to do. I'm looking at your pathway here in the crystal. It's one of those areas in a crystal ball that you can really hone in and see. You'll see it very illuminated at the moment, and that's picking up some of the sparkles here in the room. But also, as we sort of just turn the crystal around, you can see some of the hues of the natural blue healing and also the citrine. Now, this is saying to me that you have got a long way to go in your life. You've got a long way to go. There's a great big long pathway ahead. I can see a moon here in the distance. You do operate and function better here in the evening, nighttime is a good time for you. It's a time when you think, you do lots of soul searching, but you can overanalyze as well. And I feel that what you are about to do is to just come to a point where you're saying, well, what makes me the happiest? You know, your question here is, should you stick? Should you go? Should you change your mind? Should you walk backwards, forwards? Which way shall I go? The pathway that I can see is you reaching a sort of crossroads here. And the crossroads is really important for you to recognize, because you can't go straight on. You just can't. You have to turn left or you have to turn right. So this involves you making a decision, and it's a decision which is hard. And that's what you're experiencing right now. However, if you just take a deep breath and say to yourself, well, I'm going to go this way. I'm just going to see what happens. And I see you going. That's what I see you doing. I see you walking forward on your own as an independent person, but as a bit of magic, you know, by you doing that, you're actually making several gains, because firstly, he's going to follow. He won't expect you to do this at all. And secondly, there's somebody new that you will meet on your path. I'm going to give you Steve. Steve keeps coming through to me the whole time that I'm talking here and looking into the crystal. So he may be a signpost for you, but you've certainly got a man who's walking towards you. I can see a daughter as well. You must have a girl in your life that I think you're taking into account at the moment, in particular. And I feel that there's a very, very happy family home that is ahead for you. But I think that it will only happen if you take that initiative and you look here to making a decision. It's like taking a decision to move on one level here, but you're not really doing that, because you're just making a statement really by your next action, and that action will prevent you from feeling stuck, you know, feeling as though there's no options for you. You're going to take a decision, and that decision is a positive one. Is your mother around you? Is she with you, or is she in spirit? Is she passed over?
No, she's here in the real physical world.
She's okay. Because there is a lady in spirit around you. So it's in the maternal line, and that may well be your grandmother, but you're taking account of your mum at the moment, and she does seem to be to need some TLC, some tender loving care. And this here is your relationship, where you do have that union. It's powerful, it's strong, and it also gives you a sense of security. But you are unhappy, and that's what is being shown here. You're a little bit sort of weepy, sorrowful, and can't cope. You know, I feel that that's the problem, that you just feel a little overwhelmed. Is that true? Is that how you're feeling at the moment?
Yes, absolutely.
And he's not helping, is he? I mean, he's just sort of standing guard. I've got him like a soldier here,
Right.
sort of standing guard, standing there saying, okay, well, what are you going to do then? And are you going to fall apart, or are you just going to, you know, talk to me? But yet he's so difficult to talk to. I just don't see that you're able to do that very well. However, here you go. This is what I could see before. This is the Empress card, and this is my Victorian romantic cards here. They're very British, and in this sense, you will be taking a sort of really strong pursuit here of freedom, and also to take this sort of really nice empowerment. You're going to come into your own, but this is a move, and I do see that your move is going to be very important for you, and I think quite significant as well. So take that decision. It's not as hard as you think, and I think you've got a few surprises in store, because he's not going to let you go. So make your statement, move yourself on. There's a new family home that is ahead for you. Going to wish you love and light. Thank you so much for coming into the show, and wish you all the best, and I hope it works out. I think it will. I'm sure it will. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate it.
That's my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. Okay, so we're going to go to our next caller now, who I think is Terry. And Terry's coming through on the line next. Hello there, Terry. You're through to Eleanor Grace.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm very well. And how are you doing over there?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, excellent. Right, let's have a look at your topic. What is it that you would like me to look into for you? What shall I focus on for you today?
Well, I was wanting to see if you could do a reading.
Yeah.
For my daughter passed away 7 years ago.
Ah, okay. That's really hard. Let's see if we can get her through, shall we? So Terry, okay. First of all, I'm going to use some of my tarot cards. These just give me a trigger. I'd like you to think about you and don't think about me as I'm shuffling now. But very quickly, just say stop. Let's get that great connection, shall we? So say stop when you're feeling quite ready.
Okay. Stop.
Yeah. Okay, fabulous. Let's cut these cards now and let's see exactly what we have that is around you. Judgment, yeah. You're finding life pretty tough here. And it's this judgment call that you've got all the time. So in your heart and deep in your soul, you're really asking that question, well, why? Why did this happen to me? What have I done? Was it my fault? Was I the cause of this problem? And it's not there in your conscious deliverance of day-to-day life, but it's right there at the back of your mind all the time. And I feel that this was a precious loss as well of your daughter. But she looked to be very unwell, and she looked to be as though she needed to be with the angels. There's a hierophant here, and this is something that was guided. You know, it was a sort of difficult pathway for your daughter, and this is what transpired, and your loss is profound. But I think that you get it, and I think that you have got everything in perspective as well about the journey that she took and also the journey that you are taking and why that happened. We don't know all of the details. None of us do, and none of us should, because we would then be in a different society altogether. However, this here is showing you that you had such a wonderful family life up until the time that she passed. So it was a karmic union between you and your daughter. And I feel as though this was very much a sort of past life connection, that you knew each other before this life, and that union that you had really allowed you to complete part of a journey that was unfinished. So when you were reunited here, when souls were reunited, that's when the journey became complete, and you had been reunited to finish a past life karmic link. Now, I hope that that makes sense to you, because that's what I'm getting here around your daughter. But I am also going to take a look into, let's see now, let's go for this blue amethyst here. And I'll show you this one because this is a crystal that I use a great deal for connecting through to spirit. And I like to look for the lights in spirit that are here. I like to welcome spirit to come into my room, which I use, my home office here near London in the UK. And if you look at the colours there, this is all about that vibrant purpley colour, that lovely indigo blue. It's about healing. It's about thinking in blue, and it's that night time as well that we have. It's that wonderful shade of sort of lavender as well. Now, I do feel that is that somebody with you there, Terry? Is it? I do feel that I want to give you the initial of S. There's Elizabeth as well that I feel is here in spirit. And I don't know whether this is Samantha or Sammy. What was your daughter's name, Terry?
Her name is
Are you
Katie.
there? Katie? Okay.
Katie.
Okay. She's with people who she knows. So there's been some other souls that she's reconnected with, and she is with those as well. And quite developed. She's a very old soul. She was very wise when she was here. And that's what I'm being told here. There's many guides around her and angels holding hands here. In particular, there's a like a Venus goddess, a goddess angel. Beautiful, beautiful. But there's another girl as well. Did you have another daughter?
No, I did have a miscarriage when I was 5 months pregnant.
Okay. I do.
I have two living daughters.
Oh, you have two living daughters. Okay. It's as though it's a mirror image here as well, Terry. You know, you've got Katie there, but there's another girl next to her, and then you've got two daughters as well. So I'm seeing that as a mirror image because I do see two girls together, and I feel that there's a great sort of event that's about to happen in your life in January. January is important to you. But apart from that, you have a strong need as well here, Terry, to make sure that your other two daughters have everything that they need or require. I think you might spoil them a lot. You might give them lots of things, but very generous here in your heart. And there's a man also in spirit who's coming forward here. He's strong, he's tall, he would have built things. Good with his hands, very, very able person, and a sense of authority around him. So he would have been in charge. He would have been training others, telling others what to do. And he's coming through. He's giving you a key. There's a key here. So I think that you are going to be looking at some movement, lots of sentimentality around you. So you will be feeling kind, sentimental and romantic. There's some really great events in January for you, and you're making a new life for yourself in, I think, a new way. So there's a new career, a new job that I think, good job. You're really going to be doing well. Pats on the back and celebrations for you. Your other two daughters, I feel, will also have a protected journey in their lives. So nothing is going to happen to them, and you have some rewards as well that are yet to come. Do you have a dog here, Terry?
No, I don't.
There's no dogs around you. Well, often when a dog comes through, it's a friend in spirit. So a friend will be here trying to connect to you, Terry, as well. So someone has passed. Maybe you don't know. So
my roommate. Are you talking about a dog that's passed, or that? I have two.
Your roommate.
Dogs. My roommate has two dogs. Yeah.
And she's just passed, has she?
No.
Right. No, she's not passed, or she has. Sorry, I didn't hear.
No, she's still right.
She's still here. Okay. Right. I'm just connecting to dogs around you. So friends, so that's probably what it is. So she's going to be quite important and very helpful. She's a very able person. So your roommate here, I think, is making a big difference to the next few weeks for you, which are quite poignant times. Certainly December, not because of Christmas, but just because for other reasons, is a difficult month for you, a time of memory and remembrance, and also getting those memories into context. Now, I'm seeing a man by your side. Are you married here?
No, I'm not.
Well, there's a new person. There's a man who's standing by your side, and he is going to be holding your hand and grabbing you, taking you forward into the future. But it's a prosperous one. You know, this is one that you want. This isn't a time of dwelling too much on the past. So are you planning that? Are you planning a new job here, Terry?
I'm currently looking for a job right now, yes.
Yeah, because the celebration's about that. So you will get that new start, new beginning. I think it's also very likely, let me just take a couple of cards here. Yeah, so you've got this romantic person as well, this romantic connection that really shows very powerfully. So the crystal is giving you spirit with your daughter, and that's Katie. And the romantic connection here is showing you that the very next thing that will happen is this really lovely sort of scene of two people enjoying each other's company. And you will also be finding that you're sleeping better. I don't think you have been sleeping very well, but you will be. And I feel that your news, the good news that's around you, is actually coming from your daughters, your two daughters here. You're banging the drum. This is a very important springtime here for you. And I think celebrations over them. So their lives are being a lot more functional and celebratory. You, on the other hand, are showing a great deal of perseverance and wanting to get through here to some new people. I think there's new friendship groups around you, certainly new relationships too. And when we look into the crystal, and we layer that with the card, then you can see that both elements have just got a strong pull for you, and you will be healing those very difficult energies in the amethyst crystal. And this is bringing out that indigo colour, that indigo blue for you. It's very powerful and will allow for you to be settled in your mind. You do have your daughter with you in spirit. There is this gentleman as well who is helping you. This is the guy that was building everything when he was here on the earth plane. He may be a father or an uncle. I don't think he's too far back other than that. So watch for that message as well that comes through. There's lots of sort of really nice greenery around your home as well where you're going to. Are you planting things at the moment? Is that something that you're planning on doing here, Terry? Okay, all right, yeah. Well, I feel that that's going to be a new door that opens for you. So you will be looking very much more at the gardens and the lovely elements around your home. So thank you very much there, Terry, for coming through and asking your questions on the show. It's always a very poignant time when we want to connect through to spirit. And spirit does, souls who have passed over, those loved ones to us, very near and very dear and very precious as well. And we can't help but want to make that strong connection and know that our loved ones are safe and well and sort of really operating and functioning fully in another dimension to ours. And that's how I see spirit. So I use the crystal, and many mediums will use different tools, but I like to use the crystal here because it does illuminate the feelings, the senses around you, and it shows me some of those delightful edges of light and the pathways that are in the center of the crystal. It shows me where you are and who is walking towards you, and like showering you with lots and lots of starlights. That's what I look for. That's what I see. Starlights that are around your life, and which one is going to fall to give you a little bit of magic and some time when things change. And that's what I feel is very important when time changes, when everything changes for the better. It looks like a little moon, doesn't it? I mean, it really does look brilliant when we're looking into the crystal ball. It's amethyst again, and making that crystal ball work for us and making it bring that spiritual message through. So if you look right in the center, you can often see a bubble, you can see a little sort of balloon there, and you can, if you're psychic, really open that up, take a little look and have a look-see to see what you can see, whether that's an initial, a message, or a face, a heart, a rainbow. And I feel that that's what's important. Now, you can connect through to some of my videos about crystal ball scrying, and also some meditations that you can take to give you a deeper experience of how to connect with a crystal ball on a psychic journey, psychic visualization, and develop your own psychic senses. And they're all available on my website, which is Grace Destiny. And if you sign up and sign up straight away, then you will get a free trial. And there's about 20, 30 videos for you to see. So have a little look and come through as well and get a personal reading with me. They're all available. You'll get all of the booking information on my website. And I will see you here again next week, where we're going for some Christmas cheer, aren't we? It's Christmas week, and we'll be celebrating especially with messages from angels in spirit. And when we're looking at angels in spirit, then we want to have our candles ready and our special thoughts for those loved ones who passed over. So I've been Eleanor Grace. It's been a delight to see you again here on the show, and I will see you same time next week. And bye for now.